In today's video, we're reviewing EndeavourOS Titan Neo and specifically the KDE Plasma edition, which is the default flavor of this distro. EndeavourOS has always been one of the go-to choices for people who want Arch Linux without the manual setup process, and this release pushes that even further. Quick look at what's hot in this one. You're getting KDE Plasma fresh out of the box and a smarter installer that automatically detects and installs the right GPU drivers for you, and a fix that specifically improves the login experience for NVIDIA users on Plasma. The team has also confirmed this is the final release in Titan series with their next major version, Triton, already in the works. So there's a lot to unpack here. Let's get into it properly. And before we get started, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, it really helps the channel grow. Alright, let's get into this. Let's start with the basics for anyone who's just discovering this distro. EndeavourOS is a free and open source Linux distribution built directly on top of Arch Linux. Think of it as Arch but with a graphical installer and a handful of helpful tools added on top, so you skip the entire manual setup process that pure Arch requires. It's really aimed at two kinds of people. First, users who want to try Arch but find the official installation process a bit intimidating. And second, experienced Linux users who already know Arch well but just want a faster way to get a clean system running without typing out every single command by hand. And since it's built on Arch, EndeavourOS follows a rolling release model. There's no version number you wait years for like you would with Ubuntu LTS. Instead, you install it once and from there you keep updating your packages regularly and your system stays current forever. Releases like this Titan Neo one are simply refreshed installation images. They don't change anything for people who already have it installed and are keeping it updated. Now let's talk installation, because this is generally one of the strongest points of EndeavourOS. It uses the Calamares installer, which is widely considered one of the cleanest graphical installers in the Linux space. Since we are specifically covering the KDE edition here, you'll be choosing Plasma either right from the start with the offline installer or selecting it as your desktop environment during the online installation process. In this Titan Neo refresh, the installer has gotten noticeably smarter about hardware detection. It automatically detects your GPU and installs the correct drivers for it, whether you are running NVIDIA, AMD or Intel graphics. That includes Vulkan support and hardware accelerated video decoding, so you are not stuck manually installing drivers after the fact like you do on pure Arch. There's also a tool called EOS SW tool that came in with the original Titan release, and it makes managing your graphics drivers later on a lot more straightforward, especially useful if you ever swap out your hardware down the line. Overall, for an Arch-based system, this installation process is about as smooth and beginner-friendly as it gets. Let's move on how the KDE edition actually looks and feels to use day to day. This release ships with KDE Plasma 6.6.4, which is clean, modern and honestly one of the most customizable desktop environments in the Linux world. Out of the box, EndeavourOS keeps the Plasma experience fairly close to stock with some light theming, so it feels familiar if you have used Plasma before but still has its own identity. Customization wise, you have got full access to everything Plasma offers: panel, layout, widgets, themes, global menus, window behavior. All of it is there for you to tweak. And since the base system is ours, if you want to go even deeper with the window managers or compositors later on, that flexibility is fully open to you too. In terms of pre-installed software, EndeavourOS keeps things minimal and clean. You are not buried in the apps you'll never use. Firefox comes installed as your default browser along with a small set of essential tools to get you started right after install. For installing new applications, you are working with Pacman as the core package manager, and you also get full access to AUR, the Arch user repository, which opens door to thousands of community maintained packages. If you'd rather use a graphical tool instead of the terminal, there are GUI package managers available as well. And yes, Flatpak support is also there if you want. App images run perfectly fine too. So however you prefer to install the software, EndeavourOS doesn't lock you into just one method. Now let's pop the hood and look what's exactly powering this release. Titan Neo ships with Linux kernel 6.19.14, which bumps up to 7.0.3 once you run your first update after the installation. On the graphics side, you are getting Mesa 26, and if you are on NVIDIA hardware, version 595.58.03 of the proprietary drivers comes into play. Package management runs through Pacman, the exact same tool used by Arch itself. So if you have ever touched Arch before, this is going to feel instantly familiar. There's no learning curve here. When it comes to stability versus bleeding edge, EndeavourOS sits right where you'd expect an Arch-based distro to sit. It's a rolling release, which means you get newer software faster than something like Ubuntu or Fedora. That's a big plus if you want the latest features and apps. But it does mean staying a little more attentive during updates, since rolling release systems can occasionally run into hiccups when something off-stream changes. Let's talk about performance. Boot speed is fast. There's a very little bloat getting in the way during startup, especially when compared to some of the heavier desktop environments out there. And with KDE Plasma 6.6.4 specifically, overall responsiveness feels smooth. Window switching, app launching, and animations all feel snappy rather than sluggish. One specific improvement worth calling out in this release is around NVIDIA hardware. The team switched the default login manager from SDDM to the new Plasma login manager. This change was made specifically to fix login and session issues that NVIDIA users were running into with the proprietary driver stack on Plasma. So if you have dealt with black screens or glitchy logins on NVIDIA hardware before, this is a meaningful and welcome fix. Let's go over exactly what's new in Titan Neo. This is a refresh release, meaning it builds directly on top of the original Titan release from March. The biggest update here is the bump to Plasma 6.6.4 along with KDE Gear 26.04 app suite, which means apps like Dolphin, Console, and Kate all are running their latest stable versions. Firefox also bumped to version 150 in this release. There was also a fix for an issue where certain default configuration files were not applying correctly during the install process. That's now resolved, so fresh installs should behave more consistently right out of the box. And of course, the standout change that login manager switched from for NVIDIA users on Plasma, which should make day-to-day use noticeably smoother for anyone on proprietary NVIDIA setup. It's also worth mentioning that EndeavourOS team has officially called Titan Neo the last release in the Titan series. Their next major release, codenamed Triton, is already in development and it's expected to bring Plasma 6.7 and kernel 7.0 as a baseline, along with new desktop environment and window manager options. Before wrapping up, let's talk about a few things you should keep in mind. First, this is still an Arch-based rolling release system. If you want something that you install once and barely touch for years, this isn't quite that kind of distro. You'll be updating more frequently and it's always a good habit to read what's changing before running a major update. Second, one reviewer pointed out that the current installer is missing the Cosmic Desktop as an installable option. So if that was specifically what you are hoping to find here, it's not available in this release yet. Third, and it is important, if you are already running EndeavourOS, you don't actually need to download this new ISO at all. As long as you are updating regularly through Pacman, you are already getting everything this release brings. The ISO refresh only matters for a brand new installation. This is a genuinely solid and well-polished release. The smarter installer, especially around the automatic GPU driver detection combined with that NVIDIA login manager fix, makes this one of the smoothest ways to get a proper Arch-based Plasma system running today. If you want the power, speed, and flexibility of Arch but without dealing with a fully manual installation process, EndeavourOS is honestly one of the best options available right now. And that's it for this one. If you found this review helpful, drop a like and let me know in the comments if you are planning to try EndeavourOS Titan Neo or if you are already running it yourself. I read every single comment, so feel free to share your thoughts, questions, or experiences down there. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.